Hey guys, you're Kim back in the video, and we're gonna get into Saturday Night's main event, the last ever show John Cena will ever be performing, and like, I'm still feeling it to this day. But let's get right to the first match, which was Obafemi versus Cody Rhodes. I'll be real with y'all, man. I wanted Cody Rhodes to just take that L, real bad, real bad. Like, I still to this day believe he should have took that L. Like, I think I'm gonna believe this until forever. But Cody should have took that L. I don't think they needed an interruption of any sort. For some reason, whenever there's a WWE product going on, one of those matches will have some sort of interference, and it's okay not to have one. It really is. And when the way that they started off that Cody Rhodes and Oba match, like, it was getting to that point where you knew something was going to shake real bad. Like, something was going to happen, and it looked like our boy, y'all boy, Cody would have got that L. Like, Obafemi, for, like, the majority of it, really had Cody. And we haven't seen, like, we'll see Cody Rhodes get beat up bad, and then he does that little Super Cody thing. But I almost could have really I could have saw Oba, like, saying, it don't matter if you want to super this, because it's just going to happen. You're going to have to lay down and take that L. When I saw how Oba reversed, you know when Cody does the thing where he's laying back and he tries to hit the guy. When he reverses that, I'm like, with that choke, I'm like, we in different territory here. We're in different territory, and I loved it. I loved every moment of it. It was really disappointing to see Drew McIntyre interfere in that match, and it's like, for what? Genuinely, for what? For what? Why is he interfering with that match just for us to get some bull? And honestly, I'll say this. Even if Drew McIntyre was to get the title from Cody, he wouldn't have it for long. Like, I'm ripping that Band-Aid off right here, and I'm sorry, Drew McIntyre fans, because I like Drew McIntyre. But let's be real. Drew McIntyre likes to choke, and even if he got that title, he would have choked. He would choke. I'm sorry, he would. What I really enjoy, though, is seeing Obafemi not take none of that bull and deciding to put his hands on Drew McIntyre, because that says something as well. With what we saw, I really do believe that Obafemi is ready for the main roster. They just need to wait for the perfect time to put him on the main roster. I will say that he has to, when it comes to him in that title, he doesn't need to lose it just to say, okay, it's because I'm about to go to the main roster. Because whoever takes that title next will be like, oh, you only got it because of da-da-da. Like, even if we like the person, that thought is going to be like, is that really? And you want your favorite superstar to earn it. You want your favorite, no matter what, you want your favorite wrestler to earn the title that they have. So he should either be like, hey, you have to relinquish this title because you're finna move on, or somebody has to beat him bad. Somebody has to beat him bad, and it doesn't have to be brute strength. It could truly just be outsmarting, I don't know, IQ, skills. I have no idea. But they need to figure something out, because Oba ready for that main roster. And you pushing folks that Oba, about to snatch they chain. I'm excited to see it. Ruka versus Bayley. I liked it. Bayley is such a giver, for real. I didn't expect the match to go any other way. Ruka is literally a force. I was surprised to see Zarya, because they just been on rocky. I don't know if something happened the last time I saw, because, you know, I don't really watch it weekly, but I knew they on rocky terms, so I was surprised nothing happened, and she was so happy to be on her side. But we're gonna just wait and see how that relationship is gonna unfold. But they both put on a heck of a showing. Everybody always looks so, like, they're so, every time people see Ruka in the ring, in her element, doing her moves, like, everybody can be so, like, not starstruck, but, like, she blows her mind every time. And I would say the same thing for the tag team match that went on as well. Those superstars, those wrestlers always blow everyone's mind who watches them. Like, I love seeing in real time how fans are created. And Soul did that, and The next match does that as well. The tag team match was with Leon Slater and Javon Evans versus AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. Now, Leon Slater and Javon Evans was really giving it to them. Really giving it to them. Like, I'm like, all right, y'all moving so fast. Like, I could barely keep up. And I love that. I love the energy and the intensity of everything because they realize the opportunity they've been given. They realize what it is they need to do and how they want to do on the historical night. I ain't gonna lie, y'all thinking like contract tampering going on, something going on shady with Leon Slater, but honestly, it was an opportunity for more eyes to be put on TNA as well, seeing like a champion. And we all know about AJ Styles being from TNA as well, Mr. TNA, but like that right there will make people want to see like what else is Leon Slater doing. And he constantly puts TNA, like always saying something about TNA, so it's not like they're not losing anything crazy. I'm saying that about the partnership. It's still eyes, and really, if you're thinking about it, I think big picture, if you're thinking like you have somebody as talented as Leon Slater there, who else do they have there? Who else am I going to, like and really rock with on TNA because they have such a amazing talent. So you got that. But that tag team match, I'm gonna need a rematch. Okay, I'm gonna need a rematch. But I love seeing the type of work that they all did because there was a point in that match where it's like experience comes into play, and Leon did a terrific job. Again, an example of you earning the fans in such a quick moment. Like, there was not much crowd reaction for Leon Slater, just because I just don't think not many people knew about him that was in that crowd. But I won't even say at the end of the match, like while the match was going, people were like into what everyone was doing in that match, actually. And I'm just going to say now, the future, not even the future, the present is looking very bright. It's looking very bright. And to have all these NXT stars be on such a historical night, I know that's going to do something crazy for the people that were performing, but also for NXT as well. Like, now I'm sure viewership is going to be up. And it's just up to NXT to keep those viewerships because you have more talent that did not get called to perform on that night, but are very talented. I don't know what they're gonna do with Javon Evans, but something, and I know this has nothing to do with the night, but I saw, like, what is his name? Dave Meltzer saying Javon Evans is like he would have more of a world champ. He would get a world championship at AEW, something of that nature. And I'm like, I don't know if you're just not seeing the crowd reaction that Javon gets and his performance and the way that he portrays himself and the fact that he beat a world champion, a 2-time Grand Slam champion. I'm pretty sure Javon Evans is going to be a world champion sometimes down the line. That's me, and that's what I believe because he got it. If they're going to try to lock him down for a 360 deal, trust and believe he's going to be world champion. But let's get to The Miz. I am one of those folks, I love The Miz, so I was hoping that he had a big moment with John. He did not, but he did have a moment of just having people recognize him and also introduce Joe Hendry to, I don't know, the main roster maybe? I think he might be, I don't know if he's on the main roster. I have no idea. But Joe Hendry on the big screen with R-Truth, which I thought it should have been Mello, but hey, because he has the most recent beef with The Miz, but whatever, it's fine. I don't care. It's cool. It was funny either way. It was a fun moment before everything came crashing down, which was the main event where John Cena tapped out. Let's get into the tapping out, and let's get into the match overall. First off, I really respect the fact that Gunther moved the way he did throughout that match. If you guys didn't notice, when John had his entrance, he left that ring, did not let that ring let John have his moment. Not only that, but I don't know if y'all don't notice. I don't know if y'all don't notice this, but Gunther is a whole worker. He's a whole worker. He loves the game. He loves the game. He loves it. So how much, like, in the beginning where he didn't even want to wrestle because of the crowd, that right there played more into John's character, allowing y'all, like, he wanted to be the ultimate villain because John is like the ultimate good guy. And to see everything that went down in the match where John is literally pushing, even though this man Gunther is at his prime and John Cena, he's at the end of the ropes. He's literally at the end of his ropes. So to see him push against Gunther, and Gunther literally not, he ain't no sell it. He didn't no sell it. And I did not really enjoy the fact that it was not a younger talent because, you know, I didn't know how the match card was gonna be structured. But they did okay since, you know, NXT, all those NXT people were portrayed fine. I'm cool with it. Gunther, like, I hate to say it because I really wanted Carmella Hayes to be the one who fights John. But it was really good. It was a very good pick. It was almost, if you literally look at it how I'm sure John looked at it, it was the only choice. You don't want to set a superstar up for failure if that's not the character they're going to be playing as. Like, Gunther is that ultimate heel. He literally oozes heel. And as I said on my TikTok, if you're one of those folks that like Gunther, you're a little crazy. You're a little weird. You're a little weird. Like, you blur the lines, and that's okay, because I like Gunther as well. But Gunther is like the only one who would have been able to, throughout the whole match, stay heel. I think a lot of people that they could have put in that moment to be a bad guy, I don't know if they would have been able to stay heel the whole time. They really wouldn't have. The ones that really would have capitalized on it forever, like Gunther, he literally can be honest in these interviews, promos, but still have that heel to where it's like, oh, you're just a jerk. You're an a-hole. I can't stand you. Gunther literally has that. So in a moment where it's high emotions, and John was going to leave either way. Didn't matter if he won, he was going to leave it either way. That's the type of person John Cena is. So in a moment where everyone has so many emotions, a lot of strong emotions, but in wrestling, a very, very strong and powerful emotion is disdain and hatred. And to express yourselves in a way which was kind of good, I guess, you needed to boo somebody. You needed to not, like, because you're upset. You're upset he's retiring. You can't just be cheering the whole night. If it was somebody younger, if it was somebody that was likable, you would have been having moments of confliction. You would have been cheering. Somebody would have been cheering for the other person. I don't care what anybody says. If you put him in the ring with Cody Rhodes is a little bit different. If you put him in a ring with somebody like Javon Evans, who was in the tournament, you would have been cheering a little bit. You would have. And Solo is a silly type. He's not silly, but he has a comedic relief part. And I know he would have been serious and took the match seriously, but I just don't know if he would have forever been as straight up heel, nasty type of heel as was Gunther. It was really the only choice. And I didn't want to see the man get squashed, so Rosarie was, no, I'm good. And the tapping out, like, first off, he was able to have an avalanche move, put Gunther through the table. John Cena fought, okay? John Cena did his big one for the last time, so I'm not upset about it. It was not a terrible match. It really wasn't. Like, I know you guys are emotional, so I'm giving you guys grace, but it was not a terrible match. The moment, because Gunther was going to submit this guy, because there's a lot of things going on in this. Gunther literally got tapped out by Jey Uso. I like Jey Uso, but on the level where a lot of wrestlers are, and where people are, where Gunther wants to be in the realm he wants to be, Jay's not in that realm right now. He lost to CM Punk. He's not in that realm no more. He lost to LA Knight. He's not in that realm no more. So you got a guy who just recently lost to LA Knight, but that same guy beat Gunther. Gunther had to do his big one. There was a lot of fixing that they needed to do with his character, because I'm gonna be real with y'all. Y'all gonna boo him and do whatever you want, but you're really, if you're gonna say, if you're gonna chant you tapped out to Gunther, he has a very strong rebuttal to you saying that your hero tapped out. So that fixed that whole thing. That whole thing that where people was like, Triple H did something terrible by letting Jey Uso tap him out. Now he can say he tapped out your favorite. Now he can say he tapped out the GOAT. I'm just saying, like, and John Cena literally is deciding. He accepted where he's at, because what, I won't say what's the point, but he was at the end of the road. Tapping out was kind of poetic, if we're being real. Maybe you got to step back. Maybe some of you guys could step back and look at it maybe in a year or so, because I ain't going to say nothing like in a week, because maybe it's a little too harsh. But to see John Cena be able to walk out on his own terms without it being he's injured or he's limping or he's, you know, no longer with us or he has something happen. No, he said, I can't give y'all 100%, so I gotta leave. And I respect it so much, because honestly, it hurts for him too. Like, he's literally, this is him. Y'all saw that whole, that little thing. I almost started crying. Like, those are the type of things that I think we need to realize about this whole retirement, even though I do have a video for the retirement tour, because, was it the... I'm not going to get into that. I just got to tune in. But it was a very, very solid prime time Saturday Night's main event moment. I do believe some of the matches could have been longer over Femi and Cody Rhodes, because that was 9 minutes. But Gunther, his stocks is up. Like, in, not literally because I hate him, but in realms of heelness, baby, he gotta up his security. I don't remember the last time a heel literally had to up their security. Like, Roman Reigns was a very cool heel, to the point where, you know, you could have looked at it, you know, he evil, but did he have to up his security? No. That's all I'm saying. Y'all let me know how you guys felt about Saturday Night's main event, and how you guys are dealing with John Cena no longer ever being in a wrestling ring. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.